Hello, Michelle.
Hey, Helena, how are you today?
I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm doing awesome, and
Awesome.
we are excited to be here with
Yes,
Social
yes.
Studio. Hope everyone is doing well. Um, Helena and Michelle, Social Studio, coming to you live in several places, including Social Studio Facebook group and our individual Facebook pages. Trying to just go to different places, broadcasting, giving you some value. Um, and really recording live a quick conversation, but you can always watch now or again later, and you can ask questions, you can comment with your thoughts, and we just want to be able to encourage business owners with information on social media and on marketing. Our goal is to basically provide tips and strategies with our interactive Facebook group and the different pages, offering live information and help and encouragement. And so let's maybe introduce ourselves. I'll just start and say my name's Michelle. I own Triangle Social Media, and that's a social media agency here in Raleigh, North Carolina, but I help businesses anywhere with platform management, social media coaching, and live as well as virtual workshops. Helena, why don't you tell everybody about yourself?
Hi, guys. I'm Helena Richardson. I am a former NASA IT specialist, and I founded HRichnetworks during the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. This is just to give you a little bit about my history. At HRichnetworks, we help businesses just like yours build a strong online presence so that your ideal client can find you. Now, listen, guys, it doesn't matter if you need a new website, help with your online advertisement. We have the expertise to help you get the job done. You can visit our website at www.HRichnetworks.com.
And she is awesome. So if you need a website, I definitely recommend Helena. Um, so
Thank
Helena,
you.
I have a few questions for you today. Does that sound
Awesome.
good?
Sounds good. Let's get started.
Okay, I think it would be helpful for people just to understand a few things. And so my first question is, why should someone hire a website designer? What would be the reason? And what about, doing it themselves versus hiring a
Mhm.
designer?
Well, Michelle, since this is really the we're beginning to really get back into normalcy. Everything's just been kind of chaotic with the pandemic and so forth. So I think it's a good idea for everyone to kind of get their systems in place and not wait
Mhm.
until the last minute in order to, start getting our business ready.
Right.
But in regards to the question, Michelle, that you just asked, businesses that do not have a professionally created website take the risk of losing potential customers and on the internet and in their storefront. You know,
Mhm.
consumers are evaluating their products and services. They're evaluating companies before they even decide to make a purchase from us. So it's really pertinent that we really get ourselves together and hire someone that's a professional that knows the ins and out of the business and to be able to give us something that will be appealing and secure. It is stated that the U.S. Business Administration said that 98% of business owners who attempt to build their own website, they fail at the task and they never launch their business. So when thinking about our
Wow.
yes, so when you think about today's how digital the world is increasing, the mobile world and so forth, things are not static anymore. Rather, they're more interactive. Online, the presence,
Mhm.
your online presence needs to constantly adapt. So that would include
Mhm.
optimizing for new mobile devices, updating your content constantly or continuously, I would say, and keeping it fresh and adapting to the
Right.
search tactics that Google algorithms constantly change, right? So when you hire a professional, you get all of those
Mhm.
things. besides a killer design that will stand out in the market.
Killer design, love it.
Killer
Yeah,
design.
those are so. I did not realize the statistics there. With that's very unfortunate that building a website that would become so overwhelming or discouraging if they can't do it right, that they don't actually launch their business. So they need professional help, right? And so that's really good to know. Another question I have is, what can people expect as far as budget, and how much should they expect to be spending on the average build out of a website? I'm sure it ranges a little bit, but
Yeah, it does. The cost of a website can vary and dramatically it can based on what you want. So a typical client may pay anywhere between 3,500 to 5,500 for a business website. But when it comes down to e-commerce, which is much more, it can start or range anywhere starting at, I would say, 55,000 for the year, or for the bill, that is. But in regards to looking for a cheap design, or going with the cheap website, a professional web designer is not the place, or is not the agency for a business that is looking for something cheap. Most agency prices are really based and set on the value they deliver, and they don't compete on prices. Clients usually pay more with agencies because they get better results.
interesting. I
Mhm.
think you said 55,000, but I think you meant 5,500.
I'm sorry, 5,500. Yes, for
I'm sure you meant.
but
Wow, you're really expensive.
but listen,
um,
even
but
if you're talking about a corporation, it can be $50,000 when you think about that, but
that's
not for a
true.
small
That
business.
is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And what about a time frame? What is the average time it takes to build a website?
Well, that too can depend on the company, and it depends on the complexity of the design. A comfortable time frame from the quote to acceptance to go live can vary anywhere between 68 weeks, sometime longer, as I said, depending on the complexity of the design. And these
Right.
may include 3 weeks of discovery, maybe 4 to 6 weeks of design, um, maybe 3 weeks of the initial development, and 2 weeks of modification. Most of the time, it takes much longer if we wait until the end to start writing content, right? So this is the reason why at HRichnetworks, we always
Mm-hmm.
ask
That's so
90% of the web content to be due before development. And this is no exception, because we're in it to win it for our customers. So we want to get started on time. And by having those that in place, we can get the job done much faster. Now, Michelle, many people do not
true.
realize the importance of web design and what's all involved in the development process, nor do they see what damage a poorly constructed site may cause if they try to do it themselves. Listen, there is no reason for taking such a risk when it comes down to your business. So I would suggest that, we really take heart in when it comes to putting um, things in place for our business.
Right, right.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well, I want to say hey to Cindy and Nicholas for joining and commenting, and invite you to ask any questions. And I really appreciate that's a really good to have an overview understanding
Yes.
of your budget, what it takes, what the time frame is, and just what your reason would be. It's good to have all those things in place and to kind of brainstorm your plan before you get going. But we really want to encourage you all with your business, and I hope that you have a great website. Ask any questions you have about that, please, here, and we'll be happy to address either now or later if you see this later. Any other comments you want to make, Helena?
Well, just that, like I said in the beginning, please don't wait till the end. I believe that the reason, or You know, I believe everything happens for a reason. So in regards to us being confined, I think it gave us all the opportunity to get our business in order. And, you know, please don't wait until the end, because customers, they are savvy and they know when you don't have your act together.
Good point. Good point. And so I appreciate all that information, and just invite anybody who needs help or has questions to please do. We'd be happy to address that and encourage you in any way we can, whether it be, you know, marketing through your website or marketing through social media. And so we just want to wish you all a great day, and we'll see you next week, Thursdays, 5 p.m. here with Helena and Michelle on Social Studio.
Awesome. Thank you, Michelle. You have a great
Okay, thank
evening.
you. You too. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.